quickly onto the women's 800 metres.
Yes, first heat of the 800, so first chance to see some middle distance because it's quite sprint dominated since the start of the day so far. Of course, the 1500 for the men following, incidentally. So one of the names you might recognise in this, Georgia Emilia Despolari of Greece. Fantastic finish at the European Team Championships a couple of years ago. Also getting a bronze medalist at these champs 2 years ago, 2:01 at best. But Audrey Vero, really the standout name in the field. 1:57.25 national record for the athlete that was fourth at the World Athletics Indoor Championships in China earlier this year. Given that she is so advanced of the others on paper, it's going to be really interesting to see how she runs this race, whether she's conservative or just make sure that she stays out of trouble. I think it's going to be the latter here. Yes, she wants to save energy. It's a little bit cooler now than the peak of 27 that we saw. But it does still say that it's 27 degrees. I think there's just a bit more of a breeze around, less humid, but yeah, they'll be glad for that, even though it's pretty hot, certainly by Bergen standards. Audrey Vero then from Vera Mattila, that we saw a couple of years ago. A World Under-20 semi-finalist, but really was impressed with how she exceeded her ranking to make the final in Finland on home soil. Dilan Kocak emerging, the athlete who won the Under-20 1500 title. They got an 800 bronze a couple of years ago. 59.66 at the bell, so as you'd expect, decent pace from Vero. The others still trying to stick to her as best they can. Kocak, who has gone sub 2 minutes, 1:59.94. Not quite up to that speed this year, though. So Kocak trying to close and trying to stay with the other athlete in the black and red vest. So Switzerland from Turkey, Vero from Kocak. Great to see these graphics showing the distance between them and the order. So Klochnik there with Haugen, third and fourth. Just the top two going through automatically, and then two-time qualifiers. So this is a much tougher qualifying conditions. But Despolari of Greece, again with a fast finish. 2:91. Well, it's a time that not many of these athletes have run in the past. And Audrey Vero makes it look incredibly easy here.
Yeah, big improvement this season, or in terms of her results so far this season, for Dilan Kocak, who only opened her season at the end of May and has been chipping away at the times. And now back to where we expect to see her. Look over the shoulder from Audrey Vero, and well, Bergen knew she had to really battle. The best choice, the best chance of qualifying. Despolari going through incredibly strong in the end.
Yeah, if you are Despolari, then you hope that Vero is going to make it a fast race, and therefore that you can come on strong at the end of it and still have a great chance of being in those non-automatic qualifying spots, the two of them, across the 3 heats.
As we go back to the track and the second heat of the women's 800 metres. As we make our way down the line, O'Neill of Ireland, Kabanga of Italy, Emilia, the national under-23 champion of Switzerland, personal best of under 2 minutes. Sadek, big talent, hasn't gone under 2 minutes. This woman has, though. Abigail Ives, fastest in terms of season's best in this field. There's Emilia Most edges are on personal best, but hasn't been sub 2 minutes this season. Just how quick will this heat be? Second of the women's 800 metres. So just the first two in each heat going through those automatic qualifiers. Then the next two fastest. So as you'd expect, jostling for position as they break. Abigail Ives will be quite keen to sit at the front and control this, stay out of trouble. She knows her capabilities. European under-20 silver medalist in this event in 2023. 3 consecutive times she's won the British Universities titles, most recently this year. Such a depth of talent in English middle distance running, particularly for the women at the moment. Just has a safety of a little bit of space around her, no one getting just too close just yet. 61.15 as they go through the belt at 400 metres, so slightly slower than the first heat. Will Abigail Ives now try and turn up the pressure, turn up the pace? Just the top two to qualify. Still plenty in the mix. 6, 7 within 5-6 metres of each other. But now Sadek, Ives, the gap starting to open up. 150 metres to go. Controlled performance, a look over the shoulder from Abigail Ives. And there she goes, she pulls away confidently. Keeps herself out of trouble. There'll be a real jostling for position from behind. O'Neill trying to find her way through up the inside. But it will be the Italian who gets there. 2 minutes and 2.20. And that was good championship heat racing, you have to say, from Abigail Ives.
Yeah, just eking up the pace very intelligently, like sometimes seen Kitty Hodgkinson do. I'm sure Luke Gunnar, coach, will be very, very pleased and proud of that. As you say, good championship performance. The pack were right on her shoulders. She didn't panic, though, at all. Just up through the gears, down the home straight, and couldn't live with it. Sadek and Kabangu among those chasing, but far, far back now. Ives looking round, and yeah, that small improvement that she's made this year to 1:59.49 in Belfast, again, where she set her personal best and went sub 2 for the first time. It's always nice to see athletes returning to meetings where they've had success. They've got that good relationship with the organisers as well, and I feel like that's a good place to go. And yeah, it sort of helps you boost confidence as well through the season as you come through to what can often be the centrepiece. Big moment like that, but also, yeah, enjoying, like you said, universities competitions where it is also a rare opportunity to be together as a team, like it is on this occasion. And yeah, that battle resumes with Audrey Vero once again. Of course, Vero, the one, as you said, who's made the big improvement here. This might be a little harder to call. Got Marlin Halsvein on home soil, an athlete with a 2:01.15 personal best. The previous medalist at the European under-18s before then winning the under-20 title. Still holder of the national under-20 records. Jewczyk of Poland. Competed in the 1500 metres a couple of years ago, so there's a second European age group champs. 2:01.28 at best. Following up with Strudkova of Czechia, Jagusic of Poland, Fancini of Italy, Arroyo for Spain, Kuskens of Belgium, Moore of Ireland, and Holsvein had mentioned. For the Netherlands, it's Lieke Hoogstein and Prochner of Austria in this. So very close and congested
through the centre there. Fastest split time through 400 that we've seen, 59.66 for Vera, but she really took it out hard and made sure that she had a gap and stayed out of trouble. This one much, much closer, you feel. So 61 split then when Abigail Ives was leading just a moment ago. So Federica Pansini, you can see on the graphic here, in front. 1 second improvement this year to 2:02.24. And of course, the sort of winning time that we've just seen, 2:02.2. Pansini looking pretty determined here. Let's have a look at this particular split. Yeah, so quite similar to that race from a moment ago. Watch out for those further behind, really trying to make a launch through, and just maybe the leader will be still in close attention to be able to come past. Emma Moore on the outside for Ireland there. Irish indoor silver medalist this year, and under 23 bronze over 400 metres. This is her first European age group championships. But yeah, we did have a couple of years where it's very hard to get Irish selection in the women's middle distance. The likes of Louise Shanahan, very strong. And then Nadia Power getting an under 23 bronze medal. Arroyo on the inside though. Pansini just fading there. On the outside, Czech athlete Studkova. But look at the fast finish of the pole though, Jagushik. And she's going to come all the way round to win this third heat. 2:02.72. And yeah, I did say it was so close that our leader might still be very close in the final stages. That's the way it proved to be. And it's a victory there by a couple of tenths ahead of Arroyo. Personal best for her. So her first time sub 2:03. Just a small margin off there. Pavla Studkova made a move, but Jagushik timed it even better. It's in about 5th or 6th place there coming into the home straight.
Yeah, left a fair bit of work to do. Confidence in her ability. Well, interesting reading what's come through very quickly from Abigail Ives in the second heat, saying that she went out, well, the group went out very quickly through the first or the second 200 metres, that they were quite slow at those second 200 metres. So then she kicked them on. She said it wasn't her race plan to go out and lead. Now, we were sat there thinking that that was really good race planning. But she's happy with the race, and the main goal was to get to the final. It says that it will be a very unpredictable final, which is exactly, Alex, what you were saying just a few moments ago.
Yeah, and I think she wants to just enjoy herself, you know. I guess it'll be the last opportunity of age group competition. 21 years of age now. Well, you can see there that, yeah, Despolari's time quicker than that that 2:03 for 800 metres there in third place here. So, yeah, it looks to me like Despolari will go through on 2:01.69. Nora Hogan of Norway, that personal best of 2:02.59. Because only expected to have those two non-automatic qualifiers.
For the Hungarian in this final. So in the outside lane for the women's 800-metre final, Kabangu, 6th at the Under-23 Championships 2 years ago. Audrey Vero, 4th at the World Indoors, World Under-20 silver medalist in 2022, national record holder, up against, though, Dilek Kocak. Did the double as an Under-20 in 1500, and taking gold in that, and then bronze in the 800 metres. 2023, Abigail Ives, well under 2 minutes this year, setting a new personal best and looking to keep adding to her collection. Paula Hogan Second A Group Championships and first final for the Norwegian. And Aloyo took a bronze medal in 2023 at the European Under-23 Championships. That was in the 4x400 meters. So 3 in this field who have gone under the 2-meter barrier, and 1 who has gone so significantly over under this year. New national record for Audrey Vero. Well, the green card shown. Just a slight hold on this race. The championship record is 1:58.94. That from 2009. So Arroyo, Hergen, Despolale, Ives, Jaguschik, Kochak, Vero and Kabango going in this, the final of the women's 800 meters. Now Audrey Vero has started very quick indeed. She's wearing that blue bib, breaks from the outside and slots right in at the front. The tall figure in the red and the black of Switzerland, who will be so well supported here because the Swiss fans have arrived in their number. Well, Dilek Kochak, the other athlete in black and red, but she's representing Turkey. First in the 1500 meters, under 20s at 2023, and a gap has opened up at the front, and that's what Kochak is trying to bridge, but Vero takes a look to one side. Through 400 meters in 56.97. They are moving with speed, and it's being driven on by Audrey Vero, who has a big gap that's opening up now. Kochak doing everything she can to close it. Kabango moving onto the shoulder of Kochak. Abby Ives is trying to find a way round. She knows she has the pace, but that first lap was so blisteringly quick. Can anyone bridge the gap? Can Vero keep this up? 200 meters to go for the woman who wears the blue bib. 4th at the World Indoor Championships. Really creating a name for herself at senior level and continuing to come back to these age group championships and put out massive performances. And this surely will be one of them. Keep your eyes on the time. She's fighting all the way towards the line. A huge performance and a huge new championship record for Audrey Vero of Switzerland. An absolute display of perfection in 800-meter racing. The dream race for the Swiss athlete. Well, Arroyo, a huge performance behind, while all the focus was on what Audrey Vero would do time-wise. A national under-23 record. Abigail Ives takes the bronze medal. But what a performance. Another championship record falls. Spectacular fashion. Well, Alex, a lead like this coming into the last 100 meters of a 800-meter race after that blisteringly quick 56.97 first 400 meters. You really have to take a bow.
Yeah, championship record had stood since 2009 in Kaunas, Lithuania by Yelena Kafanova of Russia. 1:58.94. And she did such hard work in a championship like this. And it's very close to that personal best that she set in Bydgoszcz of 1:57.25. She's a Swiss national record holder. What an impressive young woman. And extraordinary. What a night of athletics it has been. And that is 5 championships records on the track that we've seen just this evening.
Well, she's an athlete who kept stepping up to senior level as someone so young and would always come back to these championships. I remember her racing at the European Indoors in 2020.